Hey, and we're back with the Mina Unshackled podcast, reporting live on tape from the Chicago Miracle Mile, where we're at the Marriott for the Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference. And we have two great guests here. My name's... I shouldn't have eaten that cookie.
You gotta love life.
Shouldn't have eaten that cookie. Just, right there. Anyway, my name's Tom, and I'm going to die a little bit. And then Max is over there. Max, introduce yourself.
All right, it's Max Uhas from Dope SEO. I'm going to save Tom here while he chokes on his cookie and gets a drink here. We've been having a wonderful time here at Benzinga, meeting a lot of great people in the cannabis industry, interviewing some awesome folks. And this is literally, I feel like this is our, because we've never met before, so this is like our, hey, how you doing? Let's get to know you. Intro here. So I'm Max, that's Tom. We're all here in cannabis, and everybody else introduce yourselves.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Martez, Knox, CEO of BakedBot, a machine learning, AI, and big data company. We help dispensaries Netflixify their websites. That is, we bring personalized machine learning to their websites so that customers can better choose products and explore new products.
Whoa.
Nice to be here. Thanks, guys.
Whoa, that's like
Pretty cool.
It's a mouthful, I know, right?
There's a lot of questions.
say that
now.
6 times fast. So
And Anna.
Anna.
Can you introduce yourself as
Hi,
well?
Anna Kaplan. I'm co-founder and CEO of Sugar Top Buttery. We are a vertical licensee based in Oregon,
Nice.
specializing in no-till organic indoor cultivation, pre-roll manufacturing, and wholesale distribution.
That's
Okay.
fantastic. And so that allows us to turn right into the conversation. As somebody that owns a vertical license in the state of Oregon, how is your web presence? And then also, can you sell online in Oregon?
So you can sell online on Oregon if it is a direct-to-consumer pickup or delivery model. So it has to be done through the retailer still. So it's not going to be something that could be shipped. It has to be
Oh, of course,
manifested through. So it's not quite as easy as just like buy online. It shows up at your door. Well, it does with a human in a car and a manifest. But,
Right.
But yeah, so technically, yes, you can buy online. The dispensaries there have to opt into the program. So not every dispensary has an online delivery service. So it is an add-on. But it is becoming more and more common. During COVID is when obviously that really became a very large part of the market. And and I forget I'm on camera right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, Eric's always there to remind you.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
it's
he
great.
tells me, he's like, stop picking your nose. Like,
I'm picking my nose again.
So for us, what we haven't expanded yet is the retail side of our vertical. We've been cultivating, manufacturing, distributing to the retailers. There's about 800 retailers in Oregon currently. And the license type that I have is actually direct-to-consumer delivery only.
oh, nice.
So I don't have a storefront with my vertical. I am delivery only. So maybe we need to Netflixify my website.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I feel like there's definitely some synergy there because I know that when somebody's searching to shop, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but like when somebody's searching to shop, like there's always that, because we do marketing for both rec and medical, and I can tell you this, like there are people that show up every day, know exactly what they want, and then there are people that are like, well, I don't know. What do you think? You know what I mean? And, yeah, and I think that well, you said that's you as a consumer, so
absolutely.
that would make sense that you create that, AI learning bot to help you make choices as well.
Yeah.
My question is, what is the bud tender going to say? It's like they took our jobs.
No, here's the thing.
But where does the bud tender come into place if you have no storefront?
Right.
True.
Yeah.
True.
100%.
Yeah.
No, so sorry, that was a joke. It's a bad
No,
joke.
no, because like there's a, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there are certain personality types that I don't want to talk to people. I'm super like socially anxious, and if the screen can help me make decisions, that's who I want to talk to. And then there are other people that's like, I crave human attention. How can you help me? Who are you? Here's pictures of my kids. This is what I grew. This is what I bought last week. Have you ever tried this? So I think that like you have to be able to fill that need for every personality type and every type of consumer. So I feel like what you're doing is incredibly smart. I feel like what you're doing is incredibly smart because there are people that will drive and just, there are plenty of people that don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
That'll order their groceries online and have it delivered. Why not order your weed online and have it delivered? And there's plenty of people that don't, especially with the genetics and the way strains are coming out, new products are coming out. Like the more information you can help somebody with when it comes to a new product, I feel like it's incredibly beneficial, especially when it comes to education on so many levels. So I'm really curious about how Cyberdyne Systems helps people And I'm just joking. It's a Terminator thing. But I was like, AI.
Yeah, cyber. I'm like, I'm not taking over the world, right?
no. But I'm saying but AI bots. And I'm like, AI. Very interesting. So, does it learn the consumer, or does it learn what most people?
Yeah. So that's a kind of a loaded question.
Okay,
but I'll try to
actually.
simplify it. Well, it takes the likes that the dispensary currently has, right?
Okay.
And it uses that, right? But we also use customers that have similar taste profiles, right? So we're thinking if you're a customer that likes an OG Kush, right? And we have 100 other customers that like OG Kush. Well, we've discovered that you might also like, something similar along the lines of a piney kind of, tasty kind of cannabis. So we use big data to use other individuals' profiles, right? I know this sounds kind of complicated.
No.
But we
makes total
use
sense.
their profiles as well as your own, as well as a bunch of other factors such as how long the dispensary has had the cannabis on the shelf, right? Because shelf life, we know, does affect the quality, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to be that person that's coming in right before they get ready to destroy the cannabis and you buy it for $20 and you get home and it's like, hey,
it's trash.
this was trash, right? So that's one of the things that we help dispensaries overcome, right? Not having that on the shelf life too long, right? Or if it's getting too late, well, maybe you want to discount it before it actually goes completely bad, right?
So you're making recommendations based on shelf life and the amount of time it's been in the
store?
Well,
that's one of the metrics, right? And it's weighted, right? So shelf life is just one of many without kind of giving away our secret sauce, right? But it is weighted a little bit more heavily towards the longer it's on the shelf life, right? Because if it's been on the shelf life for 3 months, the dispensary is probably preparing to destroy it or get rid of it, right? What we want to do is, hey, as a consumer, I need some insight into what I'm buying, right? I don't want to buy something that you're preparing to destroy. And frankly, it's going to not be very potent, right, relative to what it says on the label.
Now, here's a question. Does that data go back to the manufacturers or like whoever's supplying them to say like, hey, this is what we think you can do to better increase your marketing to move your products? Or
I think you've just given us an idea,
it's not
right?
just good looks and charm. I do have some brains every once in a while. So
that was a good one.
No, but well, because I feel like there's a cross flow of data. I do know that, like, especially with AI, especially with and even with delivery services, like there's a much needed. Let's just put it, this is a big small industry. I feel like this is not an old industry. You know what I mean? This isn't like sewing. You're not going back to like, we've been making clothes for years. It's like, listen, we've only been legally selling weed for 10 years? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people have been, legacy is all hell, but like legally, like out in the open, like not like, yo, meet me behind the building. Right. Like there is a need to share information, share data, and actually like better focus on customer interaction, customer engagement, and how much better you can do it for both the manufacturer, both the supplier, both as well as the customer. To help streamline operations, but also like streamline the sales process.
Absolutely.
Well, to bring something up on that, right now, especially when we're talking about like high quality flour, there are programs that are existing, like Ganjier, for example. If you know about the Ganjier program, if we're standardizing how we rate cannabis. And so if there was a way that you could integrate some type of standardization of how, because you're saying that, I'm curious what the likes are from your consumer profiles, because you might have people who say, oh, I like or I enjoyed this strain, but let's talk about the why, right? The terpene profile, the resin content, all of the different ways that they sap and score these flowers. So it would be cool, and I think that's how we educate consumers on product, and also how you bring that back to brands, is using a standardized system in some way.
Are you, Anna, did you go through the Ganjier program and get certified?
I did not, but my sales manager currently is. So I know a lot about it because I've been watching her go through it the last few months. She takes her exam in a month. So very excited to have a Ganjier on our team.
I got certified back in 21. And so, it was fun to go out to Humboldt and then meet all the guys from the Ganjier and the Green Flower Certification Program. Shout outs to them, wonderful people.
Awesome.
But one of the things that I want to have in our dispensary is a Ganjier on staff. And then to kind of gamify the employment so that you can have somebody is going to get the scholarship that year for the Ganjier, and but then of course that would come up with like a 2-year contract extension or something like that. Where we're trying to hook them.
You're investing.
We're investing in you. You're investing
in
in our shop. You're going to help have a better experience for the customer. But how did you get started in cannabis? And then Martez, I want you to answer that one as well. But
Oh,
Hannah, go
well,
ahead.
my path was less straight. I have a background in the arts, so I have a degree in oil painting and ceramics.
Oh, nice.
Cannabis has always been a part of my creative experience as I grew up. My brother, who I founded my company with, is a musician. So as artists and musicians, we were trying to...
You were already
Creators were already
beforehand,
creating. My brother had been cultivating for patients in Oregon. I had finished up my graduate program out in Philadelphia. So
Okay.
moved across country in 2014. We built a brand. I created all of the branding elements and started to manage the business. My brother was our cultivator, and that's how Sugar Top was born. 10 years later, here we are.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're the 4th highest selling pre-roll brand in Oregon, so we
Okay.
really specialize on usable flower and high quality flower.
Nice.
Yeah. And how did you start?
Okay. Well, my background is in marketing and lead generation. For about 10 years, I ran an agency up until about January of this year, at which point kind of stepped back and decided we wanted to get in cannabis, meaning my partners, business partners. But I had to go with what I know, right? And one of the things I understand is AI, machine learning, marketing. So, how can we get into cannabis and utilize that, right? And it was then that we started building our MVP in January. By April, it was done, and we launched in the beta. We've been in beta since. We expect to have a full-blown product ready to go in about a month or so, where it's actually ready to sell.
Awesome.
So if you guys are interested now, come on in for free while the getting is good, right? And build with us, and let's grow
Awesome.
together.
Well, feel free. Let's say how does everybody get in touch with?
Yeah. Martez, you can reach me at Martez@BakedBot.ai. Should I put my email out there for everybody?
I mean, why not? That's yeah. I mean, you
Okay.
you just
All right.
BakedBot.com.
Yeah, BakedBot.ai.
BakedBot.ai. Sorry,
yeah.
apologies.
You can come to our website. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I absolutely love LinkedIn. Martez Knox. Good to go.
Awesome. And Sugar Top Buttery, you can find us on social, our website. My name is Anna, just Anna at Sugar Top, and Buttery with 2 D's, not T's,
Ooh.
because we are a buttery, not a brewery.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like that.
It's
I've
nice
not heard
flavor
buttery,
innuendo.
Yeah.
but like
as
buttery
well.
to brewery. I've heard like consumption lounge, and I'm just like tripping over the words. I'm like, you want me to say how many syllables? Buttery? That's just like too.
It
I
rolls
can do
off
that.
the tongue.
It does. We're gonna have to brand that better. But that'll be a different episode of Media Unshackled. We're broadcasting here from
Live from Chicago.
Live from Chicago, Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference 2023. And it's me, Tom, from Cannabis Legalization News, and Max co-hosting this one.
Right on.
Stick around for the next video that's starting right after you hit play.
Thank you so much for showing
Cheers,
up.
guys. Thanks.
Cheers, everybody.